All right, so this is part 3 of the Le Chatelier lab that we did. So what I've done so far is basically steps 1, 2, and 3. I took ethanol into a beaker and dissolved some solid cobalt chloride into the ethanol. I then took that solution and dumped about 5 mils in each of these test tubes right here. So you see there's 5 test tubes. They all have a purplish color. I'm going to go ahead and start adding stresses. So it says to the first test tube, I'm going to add the first stress, which will be water. So I'm going to go ahead and put some water in. So here's the first test tube. Hopefully you can kind of tell the color good enough. Oh, hey, there. There's the first test tube. All right, so I'm going to be adding drops of water, maybe 1 drop at a time. There's 1. I'm going to mix it. 2, mix, and 3, mix. So this is the first test tube after I've added approximately 3 drops of DI water. All right, it says to the second test tube, I'm going to add 5 drops of concentrated hydrochloric acid. This concentrated hydrochloric acid is 12 molar hydrochloric acid, so it's super high concentration. So here is the test tube before I add the 12 molar concentration. I'm going to go ahead and add it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to go ahead and mix it. So there is the test tube after the concentrated hydrochloric acid. I'll put that one in there. For the third stress, I am going to add a couple drops of water and then some solid sodium chloride, which is just salt. So here is the third test tube, a couple drops of water, and sodium chloride. And I'm going to shake it up. This one doesn't always work, so I might have to run this one real quick again, but that's not the best. So we'll come back to that one. That's where it is right now. Sorry, I'll move it over. We'll come back to that one. I'll try to run that one again real quick. All right. The next one, the fourth one, I'm going to add some silver nitrate. So here's the fourth test tube. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some silver nitrate to the fourth test tube. I'm going to mix it, and there's the fourth test tube at this point. I'll leave them all in there. All right, in the fifth test tube, we're going to go ahead and try out some different temperature ranges. So here is the fifth test tube. I'm going to go ahead and put the test tube clamps in. I'm going to go ahead and put it into some hot water first. So I'll kind of leave it in there for a few seconds. So here it is after it's been added into the hot water. Hopefully, I don't know if that helps. Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the cold water. And here it is after the cold water. I'm going to go put it back in the hot water real quick, too, for a second. There's the hot water. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the cold water. Try to put it close to the ice cubes.
I got a couple openings. It's not too late.
And there it is in the cold water. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run and grab another test tube to try to redo the salt one and see if I can get some better results. Pause for a second.